I was going to show you how to use the gradebook, um, gradebook sheet. Now, as you can see from my class list, my name, my grade, and my IEP have already carried over here automatically as it will on every other sheet. Um, the one thing that you're going to, a simple tip, one thing that you're going to want to do is make sure that if you have a split grade, that you put all your students in the same grade in first. So again, I would do that by alphabetical order, but I would put all my fives together and all my sixes together if I had a 5-6 split. This will make it easier when entering stuff into Trillium. Speaking of Trillium, all of this is in order of how it comes up in Trillium, and this will allow you to enter in data a lot quicker. Now, um, uh, if you're in grades 1 to 6, you're just putting in the letter grade there. And there's no special coding here for the numbers or the lettering system here. The reason for that is that I wanted this to be as efficient as possible. So when you're looking at my information, for example, I'm this yellow line here. You're not looking at a whole bunch of different things. Now, if you're wanting to get into a little bit more customization, you can add in my gradebook file that I've added in. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now if you're interested on doing that. So I'm going to go back to my Google Drive. I'm in my basic, my homepage of my Google Drive. I'm going to hit New, Google Docs, hit that little arrow right there, and from a template. So when I go to from a template, you're going to see students have put a lot of stuff in there. You're going to scroll all the way to the bottom, and you're going to see content gradebook template. So as soon as you click this, is going to make a new file within your Google Drive. Whichever folder you open it in, that's where it'll be located. So when I click into the content gradebook, it'll load up here. Now, here this is for all of my students here. So basically how this works, you have student report card comments. So for subject A. So again, feel free to read this over here. But basically what you're going to have, there's two subjects within this. And the reasons for this, I'll just go ahead and read this here. This document is intended to help you come report time. This document has two subjects in it. It is designed this way for three potential reasons. One, split grade classrooms. Reason two, science and social studies strands. Science has two strands. Social studies has two strands. You could have one file for the year for social studies. For science, you need one for each term. For intermediate classes, they might want to do that with geography and history. So how I use this document is I create a file for each term in my Google Drive. If I have a straight grade, I use one clean document for science, social studies, geography, and or history. And then I go down to this component here. Now, as we're building report card comments here, I just change the title here. So if this is science, and so I put science here, I'm going to put grade 6, strand flight. So as I'm going through here, I can put in potentially 9 comments. If you want more, you can insert another row. So as you're going through here, you can put in the criteria. So it might be, this might be your A+ comment, your A comment, your A-, and so on. I have borrowed from MISA London their qualifiers for subjects and strands. I've also copied over our Trillium codes that we use at Limestone, so you can use those to kind of help you out and save yourself some time. In addition, if Trillium bugs out on you, you'll have all of your comments saved here as you're putting them into the comment builder. So this is coming out with your actual comments, but what about the actual grades? Well, here we go down a little bit farther, and again, I just changed this here. So I would put science 6 flight. Oh, sorry, not flight. Sorry, just science 6. So here, you'll have to put your students' names and their grade and their IEP, and this isn't a Google Sheet. This is going to take a little bit more work. But as you're going through, you can put in the assessment piece. So if this was a video that someone was doing, you'll have that across for the 3 different things that say that this was a really big assessment that they're going to be doing all 4 of those components on it. You can go ahead and give them their grade in here. Whatever that might be, and so forth. And since we need 3 pieces of information, it tells you what the video was, and feel free to go into more depth on that. So you can put in the overall grade. The student is all over the place here. So you can also put in anecdotal comments as well. Again, you can go into even more depth on this. On the student's first name, you could insert the link of that student. It can be as in-depth as you want it to be. It's entirely up to you. So this is how this form works. But let's say you're wanting this to show up in your classroom tool. So when you hit the share, you're going to get the shareable link. Again, this is only going to go to anyone who has the link, so I copy that one over. And then I go to reading. So we'll say that this is the reading one here. I'm going to insert a link. I'm going to paste that link right in there. Now, every single time I hit reading, it's going to take me to my gradebook for reading and all of my information. Sorry, technically this was science, so I didn't put this in correctly. But so if I go down to my gradebook for subject A, it goes right here. So I can see all of my information there and goes through there. Now, one of the things, a little Easter egg in here, is a website that I built called User-Friendly Curriculum Documents. If you click on that link there, it takes you to this website. What this website is going to allow you to do is it breaks the curriculum documents in a multiple different ways. So, for example, if you're wanting to take a look at how number sense develops from grades 1 all the way to 8, it shows you just the curriculum documents for number sense enumeration. It doesn't have anything else in there besides that. If you're wanting the full document, you can just click there to get that. If you want to see everything that's in grade 1, you can do that, and it shows you every single piece of curriculum for grade 1 math right in that sheet. You can also go over here to the glossaries if you're looking for some more information. There is a French edition of this website right here for the full core program, extended in French immersion documents if you would like. So that is how we would be using, I almost forgot about the learning skills. So the second component is the learning skills link. So again, if you're wanting to use this level of customizability, we have this. We're going to go back to my drive. We're going to go to new, Google Docs with the little arrow, from a template, just like we did for the other one. So now I go back in here. I'm going to slide all the way down. And I'm going to go ahead and upload Learning Skills class template. So here you see the Learning Skills table of contents and all your students. I have up to 30 students here. So if I go ahead and click Student 1, whoops, let's try that again. Takes me directly to Student 1. Now, if I want to change that, I want to make that my name, all I have to do is put it in Paul Hewitt there. If I go up to the top, you'll see that there is a little refresh button. As soon as I hit refresh, it changes my name so that I know exactly which student I'm clicking on. So in a given term, there's about 20 weeks. I like knowing how my students are doing through the term. This also helps with seating arrangements and whatnot as well. Some anecdotal comments here. Your comments can go in here as well. It expands as it is needed. And again, borrowing from London MISA project, I have their qualifiers for learning skills and work habits right there to help in building the comment. And each student's profile looks like that. So again, if you're wanting to import that into that link, you can just go to Get Shareable Link, copy that link, go back to your Google Classroom tool, insert link, paste that in there, and oops, boom. Here we go. We have our learning skills table of contents with my name right there, ready to go, so I can take a look. This saves a lot of time, plus all of your learning skills will be in one central location. So that's how, or the potential of Gradebook. Happy using.